All right, guys, this next one is going to be on how to use your food scale. So I'm just going to go over that. The camera might be a little bit shaky. I'm just going to have to hold it by hand while I demonstrate. So forgive any shaking, and this should give you a really good idea of how to use your food scale so that when you're using MyFitnessPal, you're getting really accurate measurements of your food and then getting a really accurate measurement of your food intake, which will then allow you to have a really good idea of why you are or are not gaining weight and then how to modify things to get the result that you're looking for. So enjoy, I will be right back. All right, so we've got our food scale here and I've already turned it on here. You just press the on off button and then tare is going to be what resets it to 0. Now you can change the units here, so you can change it from grams to pounds, kilos, ounces. Typically you're just going to use grams. Now you're probably going to want a container, so I've got a bowl here. We set it on here and now you're going to see it's going to start to read. So what I want to do is tare it, and what that'll do is it'll zero out the number. So it's weighing this guy and subtracting the weight of this bowl off of it, so that when I add something into the bowl, it's going to give me a really good idea. So sometimes you'll be able to throw it directly on the food scale. In this case, I'm going to be weighing some almonds, and they have a tendency to roll and fall around and stuff like that. We're also down at the bottom of the bag, so there might be some, kind of salt and broken pieces, and I don't want it all over the place. So that's when you use a bowl. So the idea here is we want to weigh foods. So if I just take these almonds here and pour them in, so right there, we've got about 29 grams of almonds. Now, let's say here that you're on a fat loss diet, and typical fat loss diet, you want to eat 500 calories less than you're burning a day. So let's say for this example, you're supposed to eat 2,500 calories a day. That's your resting metabolic rate. And you're going to aim for 2,000 instead so that you can lose about a pound a week by under eating 500 calories per day. Nuts are commonly seen as a healthy food. And they are healthy, but they're extremely calorically dense because they're very high in fats. So they're one in particular that's very important to measure, because even though we just have 30 grams of almonds here, well, let's see, a serving here is 50 grams. So if it's 310 calories, we've got 60% of a serving. So that means that just in that small serving of almonds there, we're gonna have 186 calories. So especially with nuts, it's very easy to just grab a couple handfuls. This for me would be like maybe 1 1/4 handfuls. And I used to, when I started with a paleo diet, eat 3, 4, 5 handfuls of nuts easily. They're not very big and it doesn't really feel that filling when you're eating them. And if I was doing that, let's say that I had 100 grams there, that would be 620 calories. And if I'm aiming to go negative 500, that means that just 2 handfuls of almonds or walnuts or anything else similar can be the difference between losing weight that day and not losing weight that day, and completely undermining all of your effort, all of your measuring, all of your working out and everything like that. So that's why it's very important to measure your foods. For the food scale, you're just going to tare it. You'll see the amount here. So we got 29 grams, and then we're going to enter 29 grams in MyFitnessPal, which I'll go into very soon. But I didn't just want to show you how to use the scale. I also wanted to illustrate why it's so important, especially when it comes to fatty foods like nuts and seeds that are healthy but are high fat. Just a couple handfuls or a couple extra tablespoons can be the difference between losing weight that day and not losing weight and having all of your hard work and all of your efforts be completely undermined. And that was one that for years for me, as I was trying to lose weight, especially when I was doing paleo and everything like that, I tried forever. I was definitely always overeating on the nuts, seeds, and nut butters. And I wasn't using a food scale. So those are just 2 big mistakes that really cost me years of years of effort where I was just kind of wasting my time and energy. So make sure that you're weighing, and especially make sure you're weighing nuts, seeds, nut butters, and high fat foods. All right, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know.